Good afternoon. I'm Jim Nelson in the King 5 studio with this special report. The Seattle Seahawks will soon leave Seattle, flying to San Jose for Super Bowl 60. Right now, the team is at the Virginia Mason Athletic Center in Renton. Players and staff will board several buses and drive over to SeaTac Airport, where the team plane will then depart. Fans are lined up and celebrating the Hawks several rows deep at the VMAC and along State Route 99 near the airport. We have reporters at both locations, but we're going to start with Madeline Carter live at the VMAC. Madeline, excitement has to be building for the send-off.
Oh yeah, Jim, and this is the way to kick it off. Seahawks! 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 This energy is epic and that we're here at the practice facility because this energy is only practice for what's to come. 1 week from today, we're going to the Super Bowl! All right, I have to talk. Okay, we got a lot of chanting going on. This is an epic crowd, and I have to introduce you to Captain Seahawk himself. Captain, you organized this entire effort. If you could describe this energy, what would you say?
I did not organize this effort. I got nothing to do with it. I'm not affiliated with anybody. I just post on social media, and some of my followers, I think I got a couple dozen followers. They show up and they cheer, and they support me in my charities. I'm really happy, but it's so good to see everybody here. It's kind of sad. The Patriots had a send-off at their stadium, and the problem I heard through the back doors is that they didn't want anybody injured. Like, people were banging on the buses and stuff last time. You had to have security, you'd have to have police officers, and it's a lot. So maybe next year, when we go back to the Super Bowl, Seahawks, we're gonna have a send-off at Lumen Field this time.
All right, well, we're still here at the VMAC, and you gotta say, this is epic. I mean, we're here, we're getting to watch them go back for the fourth time. What does this mean, this moment, to get to watch them actually head to Santa Clara?
It's unbelievable. I think it's just a dream. I'm just a fan. I'm not a super fan. I'm just a 12 like all these people. These people got out of bed, drove all the way down here to support their team. They love us, and I just can't believe we're going to win. Their quarterback's injured. And so when we come back, the town's going to be on fire. We're going to have a massive parade. There's going to be more people than the last time of the parade. And I'm just shaking. I'm so excited. I'll be shaking for the next week, so I'll be down there.
Well, Captain, you did bring up the Patriots, so we got to talk about them. This is our chance. Yep. Well, this is our chance to rewrite that history. How do you think it's going to play out next week?
We're going to win.
We're going to win. Let's go. And we're going to run the ball.
Yeah.
We're going to run the ball. We're going to run the ball. Let's go.
Who thinks we should re-sign Marshawn for one day to run the ball?
Oh, my goodness. All right, there's a lot of things happening out here. We've got a lot of vehicles, a lot of fans. Yes, let's go 12s. All right. Oh, my gosh. I have to point out this sign here across from the VMAC entrance. Bring the Lombardi home, 12s. Oh, we're hoping that's going to be the case. You guys, I wanted to show you kind of what it's looking like out here. Obviously, we've got all these fans that we've been talking to. And of course, we're out here at the VMAC. The buses, it's a little tough to see because the fence back there, but we're going to have the players loading on here shortly. It's just going to be in about 45 minutes from right now. They'll be leaving to head off for the Super Bowl. There's a lot of fans to talk to out here. So I wanted to introduce you to this family. I had a chance to meet. Seahawks love, it runs deep, and we have to talk to you because 2008, that was the year that you became a 12. Tell me about it.
Exactly. I moved here to Seattle from India back in 2008, big into sports, so I quickly caught on to the energy of the Seahawks in the city. 2010 and all that, I was learning the ropes around what the NFL is, the different defense strategies and all the offensive plays are and all that. And then, of course, we had a great run going to the Super Bowl twice during that era. It was huge. So always love to be in a city which, brings a lot of joy. sports, when it brings a lot of joy, it means a lot.
And now you get to share that joy with your family. I mean, you've got your 2 kids, your wife here. What does that mean to you to get to be here with them?
Absolutely, absolutely. So he's 3, and he's a shy one, so he's quiet now, but at home, he's just scoring touchdowns. In the house, he's picked up. He knows a lot about football. He's learning what a touchdown is, field goal is. He's a huge Seahawks fan. So yeah, happy to have passed on, and she is too.
Oh my goodness. Well, you guys are just amazing. We'd love to see this energy. Again, we're counting down until the Seahawks leave for the Super Bowl. That's going to be happening here in just about 45 minutes or less. And we're going to have a lot more from here at the VMAC. I'm Madeline Carter for King 5 News.
Sports, Madeline, still undefeated for bringing families together. I have to say this. If you could go back to that gentleman, you tell him I said hi, because we met during the championship cruise on the east side a couple weeks ago, and we watched as they were watching that big ship come in. So that's awesome. That's so cool to see that they're out there enjoying this moment, soaking it in as a family. Love that. All right.
Totally, Jim.
Madeline Carter, thank you so much. All right, we're going to check in now with King 5's Bridget Chavez live near the airport. Bridget, the anticipation is building there.
Yeah, Jim, it is, and it is a much quieter vibe here at SeaTac. Our crew is the only one here at this point, but we're expecting that to change. As Madeline said, we've got about 45 minutes until they leave the VMAC. So what we're expecting, what we've learned here, is that the buses will come through here and into this area, and there's officers back there. And again, that area is just for the players and everyone that's flying with them to San Francisco. We did see one fan drive by, so we're assuming that we're going to have more 12s here when the team finally makes their way to the airport. But again, as you mentioned, the anticipation is building, and we'll be right here when all of it happens to catch that bus heading in here before the team takes off. Jim?
All right, looking forward to that, Bridget. We'll keep checking in with you as we get closer to the actual departure itself. All right, well, King 5 is sending several reporters and photographers to California to bring you Super Bowl coverage day by day. Joining us now is who else? Paul Sylvie, live outside Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Paul, thanks for joining us this afternoon. I know it's already been busy down there. It's only going to get busier. On the road with the Seahawks, you've been there for the other Super Bowls. What are we expecting in the next few days?
Well, I think you can expect this team to be business as usual. They treat all of these road games as business trips, and they make sure that they put that out there. So, we've traveled with them for years, and especially all season long for Mike McDonald's 2 years, 15-2. That's the road record for this Seahawks team under Mike McDonald. So they know how to prepare for these trips. They know what to expect when they get here. And I don't think any game is too big for this team. They've won a playoff game at home. They, of course, won the NFC Championship at home against 2 of the best teams in the NFC. So they're all about preparation. And Mike McDonald has them all focused. And this, think of it this way, they're going to be staying in San Jose. This is not some huge metropolitan area. So there's not a whole lot to do down here except go to practice, go to meetings, study film, and be ready for this game, because they are all psyched and ready to go for next Sunday's game.
Yeah, and Paul, I'd imagine, look, that's how the Super Bowl works. Obviously, it's kind of isolation for these teams. It's like being a giant sequestered jury pool in some sense. But to be away from the fray of everything, there's going to be so much going on, obviously, in San Francisco, where a lot of the official celebrations are and whatnot. It really is. It's just football. It's not that hard to focus on it when, one, the objective is to win the game, but you're kind of in your own little world there. Give us a sense of kind of what the week looks like for the team.
Well, the beauty of this Seahawks situation is that they're staying here in San Jose. They are only minutes from San Jose Spartans football stadium, where they will be practicing. Their hotel is right next door to the convention center, where the opening night festivities will be tomorrow night. That's within walking distance. So everything is very convenient for this Seahawks team. The Patriots, on the other hand, will be doing all their work in Palo Alto at Stanford. There will be some driving involved with them, but this Seahawks situation is very familiar to them because they come down here once, and then this year, you know, they come down here at the last game of the season and took care of the 49ers to clinch the #1 seed. But, you know, they're very familiar with the surroundings. They're very familiar with this stadium behind me. I'll give you a look at what's going on here. They've got the Super Bowl makeover on Levi's Stadium. A lot of 49ers fans and NFL fans as a whole have been down here taking pictures of what it looks like, and they're getting the graphics up and getting this place dolled up for the big game. But again, a lot of visitors here already, taking up a lot of pictures and a lot of videos because they want to get in on the action. We should say that the Seahawks are arriving at 5 o'clock at the team hotel in San Jose, and we will be there live for that the big event where everybody's showing up because, you know, these guys can't do anything these days, as we've already shown in the first 10 minutes of this program, that we are going to be on top of it. The media as a whole will be on top of it, but we will have live reports from the team hotel when they show up tonight at 5 o'clock, and then we will be live down there all night long as we continue our Seahawks coverage here. And Jim, you talked about distractions, and there have been some distractions off the field and away from the facility for this Seahawks team this week. We saw the report that the Seahawks are going to be up for sale right after the Super Bowl. Well, it's really no secret that Paul Allen, and that was his wishes, is to sell the team for his philanthropic interests. So that was just a kind of an immediate thing where it's like, oh, all of a sudden the team's going to be sold, and there's going to be a big push to sell them right after the Super Bowl. And the latest news of this team is Clint Kubiak, the offensive coordinator, is now reportedly on the doorstep of taking the Las Vegas Raiders head coaching job. So that was first reported by Ian Rappaport, NFL Network. So now you have the fact that your offensive coordinator, who I think it was a foregone conclusion that he was already a top candidate for a lot of the head coaching jobs in the NFL, and that he was going to get one of those, and it looks like it's going to be that Raiders job. So he's got one big game left in this organization to call the plays for this team and help get them a Super Bowl championship. So you have that as a distraction. I don't think the sale of the team is any big deal as far as distractions to the players. And then, you know, you've got Mike Macdonald now possibly looking at a third offensive coordinator in his third season as head coach for the Seahawks. So that's all out there. But they're very good in this organization at keeping everybody focused on the task at hand, which is Super Bowl Sunday and preparing for the New England Patriots. So you can throw out all the distractions and everything, but I really believe, and I know a lot of Seahawks fans believe the same thing, that this team is in good hands with Mike Macdonald, always has been. Got a veteran coaching staff and a great mix of veterans and rookies on this team to deliver that message that, listen, we made it to the Super Bowl. Let's just play the game in front of us and not let anything else distract us.
And I'd imagine Clint Kubiak, coming from a football family, his dad Gary, a head coach for a very long time, knows how to navigate those waters. That's just the nature of the NFL business. Paul, last thing, let's talk about health. How are these two teams looking heading into this week?
Well, the injury update from the Seahawks, the latest one is Charles Cross, a big left tackle. Limited participant. He did not practice Thursday or Friday, so that's a concern. He has a hamstring that's been bothering him for several weeks now, but having this 2 weeks off leading into the Super Bowl should only help him. Sam Darnold has the oblique issue, and again, that's something that Mike Macdonald said right away. He is going to be a limited participant all the way up until the Super Bowl. He will never be full go, so they're going to protect him for sure. And then Ernest Jones has a chest issue that has kept him limited this week in practice, but we can throw out all of the injuries on this Seahawks team. Every head coach knows and every player knows when you get to this point in the season, no one is ever 100%, and no one is going to miss this game that's going to be played here on Sunday. So we talk about the limited participation, players that are listed as questionable, but that game is still a week away, so a lot to get to in practice in the coming week. As far as the Patriots go, really the only thing that stands out for them is Drake May. He had a shoulder injury in the AFC Championship game. He's nursing that. He's a limited participant, but you know he's not going to miss this game either in his second year in the NFL. So injury update, that's what it is right now. But I can tell you that the only one that might be listed as doubtful for the Seahawks would be Eric Saubert, the tight end, who was a little bit beat up going into this one. So again, if you talk to each player, they're not going to miss this game no matter what it is. So that's an injury update for the Seahawks, a little bit on the Patriots, but a lot to look forward to. Again, I said the team will arrive at their hotel here in San Jose, or there in San Jose, which is just a couple miles down the road. At 5 o'clock tonight, we'll be there live, and we'll have you completely covered all night long. And then, of course, their first media obligation, Jim, is tomorrow night for Super Bowl opening night, when the Patriots go in for an hour to the convention center in San Jose, meet with all the media, leave. Hour later, Seahawks come in at 7 o'clock Pacific time, and they will do their hour with the media, and then they'll start getting into practice and all the good things that come with preparing for the Super Bowl. So a lot to look forward to here, and as you can tell, it's a beautiful day. Temperatures in the upper 60s, low 70s, and that's the way it's supposed to be through Super Bowl Sunday. So weather, according to forecasts, will not be an issue. It's going to be beautiful.
Well, that's good news for me, because I'm going to be joining you down there, Paul. So I'm going to have you send me a packing list, and we'll get that suitcase properly packed. It's going to be Hawaiian shirts and shorts, I think, the way you described it. So, all right, Paul, looking forward to that big arrival coming up tonight.
I'd like to see
coverage.
that, big fella.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, we'll make sure that we crop creatively with the cameras. Paul, have a great night, and we'll see you down there. All right, well, we are just getting started here as we send off the Seahawks to the Super Bowl. We'll take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll check back in with both of our reporters live along the send-off route. Stay with us. Good afternoon once again. I'm Jim Nelson, and we are just a week from Super Bowl 60. Of course, the Seahawks will play against the Patriots, hoping to win their second Super Bowl in franchise history. We've got you covered every step of the way, from Seattle to Santa Clara and a few points in between. But today marks a big step toward the game. Flying out of Seattle today, down to San Jose, the Seahawks heading to SeaTac Airport. The 12's on hand at the VMAC in Renton, where players, coaches, and staff will soon depart in several buses to make the trek down to the airport. Madeline Carter is there to tell us all about the crowd, who we can hear already.
Jim, oh my gosh, if it's like this right now, imagine 1 week from today, nobody's going to have voices after this. It's epic. Number one, Jeanette's our cheerleader. We're going to talk to her in just a bit. But first, Spencer, you've been a lifelong fan, and I understand you got quite the Christmas gift this year.
Yes, my favorite jacket. I get noticed everywhere I go with it.
Oh, I love it.
Favorite jersey, Kenny Easley, passed away last year, I believe. Yep, so it's...
Now tell me about this. I understand, I mean, with getting that as a Christmas gift, it's almost like it was a good luck charm. Are you going to make any changes depending on how the Super Bowl goes?
I'm
any
not
patches?
Even watching it. No, patches after the Super Bowl, yes.
I love to see it. Yeah. So what makes you a lifelong fan? I mean, why do you stick with this team? What's that like for you?
Oh, the reaction from fans and everything, it's intoxicating. It's what's got me addicted to it from day one, right away. I love it. It's just, I mean, you can see it. Everyone right here, you know, setting up signs. It's just, yeah, it's amazing. Hard to put into words.
And I understand you guys are looking for a place to watch the Super Bowl. Do you have any ideas where you might be 1 week from today?
Hopefully in Seattle.
Yeah, in Seattle somewhere. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
well, they're looking for a watch party, so you have to let them know, guys. Send us some messages on where they should watch the game. Jeanette, I told them we were going to talk to you. You're such a cheerleader.
Yes, I am.
I understand you're the one who set up the sign. What does it mean to be able to bring people here to rally?
We love our Seahawks. All 12s love the Seahawks. We know we're going to Super Bowl, and we know we're going to win. So I just wanted to spread the love, and when they come out, let them know we're here for them and bring that Lombardi home.
That's what we're hoping for. Now, we had this type of scene more than a decade ago, and I understand, Doug, that you were here for the last send-off. What was that like compared to this one?
It was crazy. I was down on 188th there, and that's where they, the last row they went on to right before they went into the SeaTac there. And there was a lot of us out there and just cheering on our team, just like we're doing today.
Speaking of the team, how does this Seahawks team compare to where we were in 2014?
We're just a newer team. I mean, we had a good team back then. We messed up during the pass. We should have handed it off, but you know what? That's then, this is now, and with Sam Darnold and our dark side, we're going to get this. It's all about the Hawks.
Well, speaking of Sam Darnold, we've got a Sam Darnold super fan over here. Jason. Oh, yes. Look at the jersey. I love it. Now, Jason, why are you such a diehard for Darnold?
Grew up a longtime USC fan. Watched him succeed in college, and then when he got drafted to Jets, and then everyone basically said he was a quarterback bust. He went to Minnesota, did great last year, and then came here and then proved all the doubters wrong.
I love that. If you could write the story, what's it going to look like during the game next week?
34-17, Super Bowl MVP, Sam Darnold.
All right. Now, I've been pointing out the outfits. I mean, we've got these epic chains now. But, I mean, look at these jeans. We got to talk to you here. Look at your outfit. Did you make this?
I did make these jeans. I just, did some little Amazon shopping, and we have a heat press at home, and just.
Oh my goodness! What made you want to just bedazzle yourself out for the 12s?
Well, I mean, you can get a jersey anywhere, but then you got to make it your own, you know?
Oh my gosh, I love this. This is just so awesome. We've got so many awesome fans out here. Of course, we're building up for the big moment. We've got kids, we've got families, we've got epic just fans, epic 12s out here right now. We got to, of course, send off our team, and that's what we're waiting for. I wanted to give you a look. I mean, it's a little tough to see with the fences back here, but the buses, the team will be boarding those buses here at the VMAC, and it won't be long until we're going to be sending them along their route to Super Bowl 60. But for now, we're going to get you over to Christian Balderas, who is along our route in SeaTac, where soon they'll be making their way along the journey.
Yeah, Madeline, that excitement is just intoxicating. Over here, a little quieter, no 12s out here. We're along 154th Street in SeaTac. This is where we're anticipating the players and, of course, their entourage to drive by on their way to the airport. We're anticipating that they're going to get off of Highway 518 in the background over there and then get onto this road again, South 154th Street, heading westbound to the airport. According to flight records, we're anticipating their plane to leave at about 2:30 this afternoon. Of course, when we see those players drive by, we're going to bring you a live picture. I'm going to go ahead and send it over to King 5's Bridget Chavez further along on the route. Bridget, what are you seeing over there?
Hey, Christian. Well, this is the last point in the Seahawks journey before they get on their plane and head down to the Bay Area. The official Flight Aware update right now is that this plane departs in 1 hour and 17 minutes. So again, the countdown here is on. We're not seeing any fans here yet, but the sun is shining, so we're hoping that we expect to see some fans here along the route. So I just want to give you an idea of where we are. This is the perimeter. This is as close as we're allowed to get to where the plane is. Over that brown building is where the Seahawks plane is. We saw the top of the tail earlier, but again, we were told that this is the closest that we could get. We expect to see some fans. I actually see some coming up over here. If I can have our photojournalist Louis just see right over there. I see some people in blue. We're seeing some people straggle in. The sun is out and it looks like the 12s are turning out. So again, we're going to be out here waiting for them. We are now at 1 hour and 16 minutes until the plane is expected to leave. They've got an hour and 37-minute flight to San Jose, where they will be received by more 12s and our King 5 sports team. And again, we'll check back in with you guys here in a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Bridget, Christian, Madeline, our team covering Seattle's team. And hey, to say that the Seahawks are excited for the Super Bowl, of course, an understatement. To say this city's excited for the Super Bowl, an understatement. There were several big wins that helped propel the team toward this big game. It's also an important time to maintain focus, stay calm, and work collaboratively in an all-out effort to achieve the win and hoist the Lombardi Trophy once again. King 5's Ariel Arsudo takes a look at how the staff is prepping for the national spotlight.
The Seahawks call it week 21, just another ordinary week, even though you and I know that's not the case. There's nothing ordinary about playing on the biggest stage in football and being hounded by media obligations along the way. But that's what makes this group special. They never get too high or too low, and they've been that way since the beginning.
But it also means that we got work to do, you know, and I think one of the differences about how we've ran our program this year and the last 2 years is like we don't have a, hey, this is the Super Bowl handbook. This is how you handle all the things. It's our mentality is hey, look, we're all in this together and going into this experience, and this is how we want to, you know, take it day by day and kind of get through all these hurdles, so to speak. And those guys will be right along there for the ride and leading the charge. So that's how we're going to handle it.
just continue to prepare as a pro. Continue to lock in on game plan and understand and execute that game plan to be ready to play for the Super Bowl.
Just focus on what's important, the task at hand. Like I said, you enjoy it when you enjoy it, but when it's football time, it's football time.
It's been an incredible journey, and just to see the excitement around here, like being a part of this team, this organization, seeing the excitement that there is just around Seattle, how many people are just bought into it and all in on what we've created in this building and how it's permeated out, and it's really cool. It's really cool to be a part of, and looking forward to going out there in a couple weeks and the opportunity to seal the deal, and so yeah, it's been really cool.
Our future is just one game right now, making sure we go out there and defeat the Patriots. But, the sky isn't the limit for us. And, we truly know that, especially, with all these young guys in the building. But, yeah, man, we can shoot for the stars and land on the moon.
Each year, the NFL alternates home and away teams for the Super Bowl. This is the AFC's turn. The Patriots selected white uniforms, but don't look at head coach Mike Vrabel if you're upset about it.
We had to pick blue or white, and we went with white. Guess the blue would have been a good idea. The white, as long as we got a uniform on. I went through this with the uniform police in Tennessee. I try not to get too involved with it. We're the home team. We get to choose. Guys like the white uniforms. So
you're 5-0 with the white uniform. So
there we go. Hope the Tooth Fairy comes tonight too. We'll be real excited.
And coming up all week, we'll hear from players and coaches after they arrive in Santa Clara for Super Bowl week.
All right, we are inching closer to the Seahawks departing the VMAC in Renton, heading to SeaTac, where they will then fly down to San Jose. It's going to be a fun week, exciting week, a lot to get to, and we have an entire team ready to bring that to you. And we have much more ahead here as the Seahawks send-off continues on King 5. Yeah, we are getting this close to Super Bowl Sunday. Thanks for being with us. I'm Jim Nelson. We are just 1 week away from Super Bowl 60. Of course, the Seahawks and Patriots squaring off again. The Hawks hoping to capture their second ever Super Bowl win in franchise history. And today is a big step because today the team is flying out of SeaTac down to San Jose, California. The 12s are on hand at the VBAC in Renton. That's their practice facility. The players, coaches, staff will soon depart several buses to make the trek down to the airport. Madeline Carter has been there with some of the most passionate and loyal fans who have a lot to say. Tell us about those folks, Madeline.
Well, Jim, I think I found perhaps the most loyal fan of all. Look at Maddie here. Oh my goodness, we know dogs are loyal, but this is a cutie Seahawks super fan. What inspired the choice for your beautiful dog? Well, how'd you get the outfit?
I think I got it on Amazon. I wanted to find a jersey for her, and this one fit perfectly.
Oh my gosh, you guys are so fun to bring out your dog to this. We've got so much happening out here. All these fans, they've been out here for quite some time. They're waving signs, they've got flags. And I even talked to some people who woke up extremely early for this. A lot of this has been happening throughout the day. Of course, we're waiting for the moment when the buses are actually going to roll by. But gosh, we had these fans, they got here around 5:30 this morning, 6 in the morning. However, Floyd and your son here, I understand that you guys woke up even earlier. Tell me what time.
2:30. We woke up at 2:30 in the morning.
For this?
Yes.
And where did you come from? How long did it take to get here?
We came from Longview, Washington. It took us about 3 hours to get here, so.
Oh my gosh, that is quite the journey, and you've had to wait for quite some time, but you said it's worth it. Yeah. Why was it worth it to get up so early and to be here for this moment?
Just the fans, these guys doing dedication on the football field. Give them support. That's all I'm here for. Get these guys support. In and out, playing, training. They need this. Because we love our Seahawks.
Yeah, we do. And take me back. You said 1997. Was that a special year?
I was fan 1976.
Oh, 1976. Wow.
I was 5 years old. I put my name in that drawing for the Seahawks. I put Seattle Timbers. And my first football game, it was the Raiders with my dad.
So come next week, I understand these guys, they're getting very serious.
Yeah.
Tell me about your Super Bowl plans and what kind of atmosphere you're hoping for.
We're going to probably stay home or go to the Booster Club. I don't know yet. All my relatives are long distance. I just call them up and say, see, and then I hang up, and they call me Hawks, and I hang up. It's going to be fun.
What was that like growing up a fan with your dad?
Intense. Yeah, it was intense. A lot of yelling, a lot of screaming, a lot of sad moments, a lot of happy moments.
You know how many coaches we the couch coaches. You know how many players we fired on the couches?
Did you say couch coaches?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, they're very intense at their house. It's going to be very much focused on the game. Now, I know there's a lot of energy out here, though, and we're prepping for that big moment, which is just 1 week from today. You guys look so excited over here. How you feeling?
Let's go. Ready to win the Super Bowl.
If you could describe this crowd's energy today, how would you do it?
Just like it's been all year long. It's amazing, incredible. The 12s are amazing. It's just, I'd love to be a Seahawk.
Well, hey, we can't deny Seattle's just been on fire in terms of sports lately. Is there anything that feels particularly different or special about this year's team?
We're gonna beat New England. That's the difference.
I like the way you think. Oh my gosh. I love this. Just how are you feeling knowing what matchup is ahead of us? I mean, we have to rewrite that story.
Yeah, I'm 100% confident we're gonna bring the trophy home. 100%. Yep. Lombardi Trophy's coming here. Yeah.
Do you have any particular? Guys, I just love this so much. This is so awesome. We're talking Super Bowl memories, Seahawks fanhood that just has gone on for so many years, and it's going to continue. Of course, we're waiting for those buses to roll on by and send off the team to the Super Bowl, and we're waiting. That's supposed to happen just any minute now, so we're going to keep you posted as soon as we see the team board those buses headed for Santa Clara.
Madeline, of course, will check in when that happens. I have to ask, there was that SUV that came out and everybody started cheering that. That's probably just Linda in accounting who was on her way to, I don't know, pick up some coffee or something. Is that what's going on? I mean, every little movement, they're just ready. They're chomping at the bit.
They're ready. I mean, that's been happening since we arrived. We saw actually a lot of the players pull in their vehicles. And so anytime a car rolls by, it brings on that excitement, not really knowing who's behind the wheel. But yes, it could be who you mentioned. You know, at this point, we're watching all these vehicles leave, getting ready for the big moment when the buses will finally roll by. But they've got to keep the energy alive somehow.
All right, Madeline, so exciting. We'll check back in once more. Right now, we're going to check in with Bridget Chavez, who's at the airport. And hey, look, this is what happens in TV sometimes. We go on and we talk about there's nobody here, and then somebody sees it and they go, wait a minute, let's go. You got some fans there now.
We do, and it probably didn't hurt that we are wearing these bright yellow jackets. That's how we were spotted by a few of these fans. So let's come talk to some of the 12s that have showed up. These are some diehards here. Michelle, how are we feeling?
Hi, feeling great. We finally found where they're entering, and we're super excited.
Tell me what it means to be here with your entire family. You have your dad, your kids, and there's even more folks that just showed up. How does it feel?
Yeah, it feels awesome. We did this when they went to the Super Bowl, 10 years ago? And our oldest was about 2, and so for him to be able to remember and experience it, and our girls, it's going to be so fun.
What feels different about this time compared to last time?
Well, for the route, I will say it has been a bit of a secret, and so we've had to do a little bit of detective work to see kind of where they're coming in, and we're excited that we found it.
Our very own investigators here just trying to figure out where to go. But just tell me, you know, whenever you see those buses roll in, what does that mean to you? We've got some more folks here. I think we've got Captain Seahawks coming up right behind us in this decked out car.
It's going to feel awesome. It's going to be super fun to cheer them on as they get ready to head down to California.
And tell me, Michelle, who's your favorite player?
Ooh, I knew this was going to come up. Sam Darnold, I feel like, is my favorite.
Tell me why.
I don't know, just the way he is and his personality and the way he goes about himself. I think he's pretty cool.
All right. And we know your son's favorite is JSN.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we've got a crowd that is brewing here. We've got more and more folks coming. We've got some cheerleaders here, 12's flags, Captain Seahawk himself, and looks like we've got the official Super Bowl car pulling in here. There we go. We're just going to watch this pull up. It looks like it's all decked out for Super Bowl 60. I mean, look at that, riding in style. I wonder whenever they got this going. Let me come back around here and see if I can grab Captain Seahawk, who is running away from me at the moment. All right. We love your car.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Hey, the police officer's following, he's gone now.
Tell me about the car. What's the paint job? How long did this take? When did you do it?
Okay, hold on one second.
Hold on.
You live?
We are live.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
All right, go Hawks first off. So I was walking, this is my divorce present, believe it or not. It's a Porsche. I just walked by, I couldn't believe the blue. I've never seen a blue. And then I had Andy Everson, my cousin, did this Native American logo for me. And it's wrapped by Rap Jacks, and then the Rap Jacks, they put the Super Bowl, and then later on we're gonna put the champions underneath, because we're gonna win. We're winning in San Francisco, got the 12. I'm putting another one on top there. I'm putting Seattle Seahawks in the front. It's got the Super Bowl 60, the LX. I wish I had used just 60. I'm not a big Roman numeral person, but so this is a 2025 Porsche Taycan. I'm driving it down there, so I got to stop. It goes 300 miles. It's got two electric engines, one in the front, one in the back. It'll do 180, and I'm hoping I don't get a ticket. But I'm driving down in the Lambo and a Ferrari, and we have all kinds of swag. So I'll be posting live streaming all the way down. And once we stop, we're going to get out. People are giving us stuff. We're going to give away stuff. I got a large 12 flag that everybody's going to sign. We'll give that to the players, and we're just going to keep going and keep the rally going.
When are you leaving to the Super Bowl? When does your journey start?
It starts Tuesday morning at Tacoma Mall. The Lambo and the Ferrari, myself, are going to be there. We're inviting 12s to come down to send us off. And if you have any old Seahawks swag that you can pass along, there's a lot of people in Washington and Oregon and California that don't have the opportunity to go to games, so we're going to have a big trunk full of stuff to give away.
Along your journey down to the Bay Area?
Yes, going to the Bay Area, but we'll probably leave 8:30, Tacoma Mall, Krispy Kreme.
All right, Captain Seahawk himself with probably the coolest car that I've seen in a while.
Yeah, and I'm just a fan. I'm not a super fan, and I'm not affiliated with any. I got in a whole pile of trouble today. People think I know what I'm doing. I really don't. I just kind of sniff around. For example, I just drove up all of the places, and they're not going to come up 188th, it looks like. They're coming right off of 405, and then I went over by, oh my, it's just crazy. So I'm not official. I'm just a fan. I'm just a 12 fan trying to help other 12 fans find what's going on, and that's all I do.
Well, thank you, Captain Seahawk. Well, Jim, you heard it from the captain himself. We will send it back to you, and we'll check back in with you in a few minutes.
All right, Bridget, sounds good. I have never related to somebody more in my life than Captain Seahawk. I'm just a guy, all right? Love that. All right. That, by the way, has to mark TV history. I don't think there's ever been a program in which we have had people describe both a Christmas gift and a divorce present in the same half hour. Here we are. We're getting closer to the team leaving their practice facility to travel to the airport. Our special Seahawks send-off show continues in just a couple minutes. Yeah, Patriots, Seahawks Super Bowl 60 now just a week away, and we are just a few minutes away from the Seahawks departing their practice facility in Renton en route to the airport, eventually to California. That'll happen today, of course, where they will get set for a week of practice and Super Bowl festivities leading into the big game, again, 1 week from today. Let's go back to Madeline Carter, who has been with the 12s at the VMAC all morning, some of them up as early as 2 o'clock to make the long drive, others 5 o'clock. You're with them. There's excitement. We're ready.
Well, Jim, you can't even tell if anybody's tired because they have so much energy, and it's going to continue into next week. I've just been told that. Oh, what'd you say? What'd you say? We got okay. I thought they said they saw the team walking out because that's what we're waiting for. All right, so that's the energy right now. I was just told by one of the staff members that any minute now we're going to see a lot of action and those buses start rolling out. So they've been pushing the crowd back, and that is what we're waiting for at this moment. But in the meantime, I figure we talk to some more fans. So how are we doing over here? I got to say, you've just been enthusiastic from the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
What's it like keeping the energy up as we wait for that big moment?
Oh man, we're excited, man. We're going to the Super Bowl. I mean, this is the energy that we've been waiting for what, 12 years now? You know, everybody's trying to low key us on this send off, but no, this is the 12s right out here, man. The passion, the fans, yeah, we're ready for this.
Show me your best 12s energy. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go home! Let's get that Super Bowl, baby! We're bringing that back!
They're never going to let it stop, and we don't want it to stop because this is just epic out here. Do you have a favorite Seahawks memory over the years, whether it was from a past Super Bowl or just with your team?
Wow, last week's NFC Championship game was dicey, but it was, man, it's just what you remember, you know, like 10 years ago with the Sherman tip. I mean, it's that energy. I mean, just bring it back again and rewrite history this time.
Have you ever been to a send-off like this before?
I went to the SeaTac one 12 years ago, and that was fun too. So I know a lot of people are out there right now as well too. But this is good. This is great too. This is amazing. You know, with all the fans, all the kids here. Yeah.
I mean, 12s, we've just been rallying, it seems like, for months on end now, and it's not going to stop. I mean, how are you guys going to keep that energy going all the way through next week? What are your plans? You got anything fun going on?
I got some viewing parties with some friends and stuff too. So we can't afford the trip. So, but yeah, we make the most out of it. But yeah.
I love this so much. Now, before I introduced you to this fabulous lady here with the bedazzled jersey and jeans, and then I just discovered, and this is specifically for somebody who asked me about this during the break, her daughter also has a bedazzled jersey. You look so adorable. How does it feel to be out here right now? You got this. She's excited. Oh my gosh. Well, hey, we have fans from the youngest to, we've even got dogs out here. We've got families, siblings, and I've just got word that the buses, we're starting to load them up, or we actually are starting the buses right now. Okay, so what'd you say you saw?
I couldn't see who it is, but in that third bus, players were getting in with their luggage and stuff in that third bus right there.
Yep, here we go. I see some crew members. We got some police officers.
Getting ready to jump in their vehicles.
Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. It's getting ready. It's happening right now. You're about to watch this team head off to rewrite sports history. How's it feeling?
Oh, it's incredible. This is amazing.
Oh, you seen anything happen back there? I know we're looking through the fences.
Yeah, there's some of the buses have all started up now, so they're getting ready to go. And expect the security to come out here any minute now. So.
Well, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of security members right now. It looks like they are getting on the buses at this moment. Now, I can count about 4 buses, but one of the crew members told me, I believe there are 6 buses that will be departing the VMAC any minute now. And yes, it's about to get even crazier. They've been just warming up, I guess you could say, because their vocal cords, I'm sure they're about to burst when this team actually makes their way past us. Hope we got a crew member here making sure we're getting out of the road here, because this is about to launch. And you guys, what's this like for you? Get to watch your team head off to the Super Bowl.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Woo! Bring it home, baby, all the way.
Yeah. I love this. Woo! Were you one of our earlier birds today?
We came here from Puyallup at 6 a.m.
Oh, guys, here we go. We got some action. All right, here come the police cruisers. Here comes our escort right here. And the big moment is about to happen. We are just waiting now for the buses. We had the police go by. And man, we can feel that energy building up as we speak. Here we go. Got another police cruiser here. If you could describe this crowd in one word, what would it be?
Loyalty. Everyone's showing up to support the Seahawks, and I think even if it was snowing, we'd still be out here.
What does 12's loyalty mean to you?
It means always showing up. We may not always win, but we'll show up no matter what.
Are we gonna show up the Patriots? What do you think?
Oh yeah, we got a redemption. We're gonna do what we didn't do last time.
I gotta say, I mean, you all have been following your team for years. Did you see this coming, that we'd be here in this moment this year?
I had a feeling we were getting close, and it was just we had the changes that needed to be done, and we made those new coach, new players, young team, they didn't give up and they just pushed through. First couple games were kind of rough, but they found out what they needed to do and they did it.
And now our city gets to have its 4th send-off.
Yes.
What would it mean to you personally if we get to bring back the Lombardi Trophy?
Just all the early mornings, going to the games, tailgating, doing all the excitement of getting together, and then finally meeting something.
Does your family have any Super Bowl plans?
We were gonna go to the Super Bowl. We won the lottery to go to the tickets, but we couldn't really afford it, so we decided to watch it on the couch at our friend's house and get front row seats that way.
Do you mind me asking how much those tickets were?
$2,500 each.
Ooh, and you have a whole
They were
family.
nosebleed, though. But yeah, they only gave us 2 tickets.
Oh, 2 tickets,
Yeah.
but still, I mean, that's quite the price to pay. But still, I think that means you got a little 12's luck on your side, considering you won the lottery.
Still cheaper than the way online where people are paying $10,000. So.
That's very true. I know I've seen tickets well up into the tens of thousands of dollars to get to the Super Bowl. Now, of course, we're going to have a massive crew out there in Santa Clara, but this is the moment leading up to that. I know Paul Sylvie's out there right now. We have Ariel Orsuto on her way as we speak, and gosh, this is just going to be so amazing to watch what happens 1 week from today. But these fans, I mean, if you can't go to the Super Bowl, you got to be part of this, right? How's it feel? Oh, I just love this. This is so awesome. Yeah, we're just, the anticipation, I mean, it's building out here because we know it's coming. We had our, we have the police going by here. We're waiting for those buses to depart any second from right now. You guys, you have 2 phones out ready for this. Are you going to capture it live?
I am. I'm trying.
What does it mean for you to be out here?
Oh, this is amazing. I'm so happy that we're going to the Super Bowl. This is great.
Oh my gosh.
It's been 11 years, so hey, I'm happy we're going back.
Let's make it happen. All right. Well, Jim, we're in the waiting game right now, so I know we're going to come back to us any second when we get some action, when we get some, the team actually rolling on by here.
Yeah, we're going to stick with you there, but Madeline, I have to ask you, in one of the earlier reports you brought us, you were talking to some folks who were up awfully early to get there. How many people are there? And recap for us some of those early departures you talked about, because there are some people who, if I remember correctly, they were up very, very early.
Yeah, the earliest I heard was 2:30 this morning. We had a father and son who traveled 3 hours to get right here to the VMAC. And gosh, these fans, they're just so loyal. They had to be out here to watch this send-off. I would say there are about at least more than 30 people out here. It's a pretty big group. You can see all these fans lined up. And this, I should mention, this is not the only place where you'll find fans. They've gathered in other parts along the route leaving the VMAC as well, but this tends to be the biggest group, so we wanted to get to show you the action in this spot. This is the group that'll be watching, of course, the buses actually depart here in just a minute. And yeah, this loyalty for this team, it runs deep. I mean, we've talked to children, we've talked to families who brought their dogs out here, and just all the camaraderie just to get to be part of this. It's truly very, very special. And I wanted to talk to you guys again here. Have you guys been able to make friends out here? I mean, in this environment?
We're all friends. We're all family.
Hey, we're family. Yeah, this
we're all
is family.
It's the 12s.
Yeah.
And you actually are here with your family, right?
Yep. I got my nephew right here. I got my brother right here. And then I got my other brother right here.
And my uncle that passed away.
Oh, that's a really special thing. Can you tell me more about what you're wearing?
So this is
huge on Hawks.
Huge.
Very huge on Hawks. It's just hard. I mean, he's happy, looking down on us, wishing for the Seahawks to win.
So beautiful. Thank you for opening up to me about that. What does this mean for you to get to be here on his behalf?
It feels amazing.
Bringing it forward.
Bringing it forward.
Always.
That's so beautiful.
Like I said, we're all family.
Yeah, no, that's so beautiful. I just love hearing that. These stories, I mean, you can't make this up. This fan base, it runs so deep and
Runner coming, guys.
Oh, here we go. Here comes the action again. Oh man, that was just such a beautiful way to segue into what's happening. We have all kinds of just beautiful stories of these families, from the kids that are young growing up into this to the families that are here supporting their loved ones who have passed. Gosh, it is just so remarkable to see this 12 love grown so deep out here. Now, I do see the gate opening again, so I'm hoping that means we'll get some bus action over here. Let's see what we get. Your dog has been so well behaved. I've been so impressed.
Yeah.
Maddie in the Seahawks jersey. I love it. Oh, boy.
The jersey comforts her.
Oh, yes, she said the jersey comforts her. I love it. How are you doing, young man?
I'm doing pretty good.
How old are you?
I'm 17.
17. Why'd you want to be here?
Honestly, my family just dragged me here, but
Did you have to get up early?
not really, no. But got up at like around 10, so.
Do you get excited for the Super Bowl every year, or is it especially this year?
I'd say especially this year since we're going against other guys again, so.
Paint the picture for me. 17 years old, where are you going to be 1 week from today?
Honestly, probably swim practice, I don't know.
Well, you got to watch the Super Bowl, though, right?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Oh, we're getting moved over here. We got a lot of walkers, runners, and bikers passing by, and they're getting quite the view along their route, Jim. There's so much action out here. Like I said, more than 30 people gathered around. Just so much camaraderie out here. And just can't even believe it. It's amazing.
Awesome to see all that, Madeline, and my goodness, what a moment there with the fan wearing the jersey on behalf of his brother. Been saying it, sports just brings families together. So we're going to stick with that shot as we expect the buses to depart in just a couple of minutes. But if you're just joining us, want to recap. We're following along as we send off the Seahawks from their practice facility in Renton to the airport and then down to San Jose. We have crews along the route. We also have a crew at the airport. So we're going to kind of bring this to you in real time along the way as best we can as we watch the team head down eventually to the Super Bowl in California. We've got our crew there. We've been kind of getting all set for it and waiting for that moment, and now we hear it's just going to be a couple more minutes. Madeline, you've been there with all the fans and you've shown us how excited they are. They wanted to be there to send their team off in style, and that's exactly what they're doing. I get a sense that maybe they're getting a little antsy. They're ready to just let another one of those Seahawks chants out, waiting to see those buses.
You just read my mind, Jim. I was going to show you what we've been practicing literally since we arrived, because the energy started from the moment we arrived. All right, guys, you remember those chants we practiced? I think we need to warm up for the buses. You guys ready? Here we go. Seahawks! 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 And you remember the one on three?
Let's go!
Okay, if we had to give a strategy to keep your voice alive for the moment we're all waiting for, the Super Bowl, what would it be? How are you gonna make sure you can actually speak by that point?
Drink a lot of water.
Oh my gosh, Jim, these guys are so much fun. They're such a hoot. We just love getting to talk to everybody because, yeah, that energy has been epic. The anticipation, you could feel it. Oh my gosh, look, it was for young fan. Oh my gosh, come here, guys. Mom, can I talk to you? What's your little one's name?
Svea.
Savea?
Svea.
How old is she?
She is 6, almost 7.
How did it feel to start that chant all by yourself?
It's good.
Oh my gosh, and how are you feeling with your foam fingers here?
Pretty good.
She's so cute. Has she grown up a Seahawks fan?
Oh yeah, Daddy's always been a big fan.
Oh my gosh, and what's it like to get to watch her excitement, whether it's right here or watching the game?
So much. I mean, her little sister started saying, "Go football," and now she's going to say Seahawks, and it's great.
That's so exciting. Did you say she has a little sister too?
She fell asleep.
Oh, well, it's because we're waiting for the real excitement. She's going to wake up in just a moment here. What's it like for you guys to be out here in this atmosphere and to get to bring your kids to experience this?
It's nice. It's really nice to have the community of it. So we've all been pretty long fans of this, so it's fun.
How would you describe the anticipation? I know it's high.
Oh, it's high. It's high.
You seen any action over there?
Not yet.
Yeah.
We're waiting.
What's your plan for when the buses roll by? Are you gonna do anything special?
What are you gonna do? You gonna say "Go Hawks"? Go Seahawks.
Woo! I think that is the best thing you could possibly say, and the cutest thing I think I've seen all day.
I got a brother at my grandma's house.
Your brother's at your grandma's house?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, is he cheering on from afar? It's so cute. Oh my gosh, guys, these families, I heard her. I had to step back here because I heard the Seahawks chant, but I could tell it was coming from a cute little voice back there, and that was who it was. Gosh, this is awesome. This energy, these fans, from the youngest to the ones who've been lifelong supporters. This is just incredible, guys. And man, I'm looking back here to see if we can see anything going on here. We're here at the VMAC again, just to recap. I know we've been talking about it all day long, but we're here waiting for the Seahawks to officially be sent off on their route to Santa Clara, California. From here, they will be heading straight to SeaTac Airport, and then from there, they'll be heading to their main destination. We're getting shooed over here, so I'm thinking that means the buses will be here any moment. Gosh, yeah, we're gonna just be watching them on their way to the big moment. It's going to be here before we know it, and like I said, we're going to have coverage on King 5 all week long as we prepare for the big Super Bowl moment, where we hope will be a different story, Jim, than we were dealing with last time against the Patriots. I think we're going to have to rewrite history. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what struck me when you were talking to that 6-year-old girl is there's so many fans that have experienced so many great moments with this team, having been to multiple Super Bowls, but we lose sight, and this happened during the Mariners playoff run. I was talking to some youngsters who had never really experienced that type of success. So for kids, 11 and under, they've never really been through this. So while their parents have gone through it and they've suffered the heartbreak of run the ball and they've suffered the highs of hoisting the Lombardi, some of these kids, this is their first time. So it's awesome to see that parents are bringing their kids who haven't experienced this, and this is their first go of it, hopefully the first of many. But it truly is a family event, and we've seen that with you out there at VMAC. I mean, we've got young, old, everything in between, just families enjoying this moment together. That's what sports are about at the end of the day.
Exactly, and that loyalty you bring up, I mean, when you become a fan, you take that risk of knowing that, sometimes you might face heartbreak, and that's what we've seen in the past, but we've also seen victory in the past, and that's what this group is hoping for, But regardless of what happens, they're bringing their kids out here to experience what it means to get behind your team and to be loyal to your team. And that means sometimes waking up at 2:30 in the morning, sometimes even earlier, to get out here and to be in spaces like this. And that's what's so cool, is to be here in this atmosphere and just to watch them keep this energy high for hours on end. I mean, that was, almost 12 hours ago now, and still these fans are like this. Listen.
Here we go.
And this right here, this, I believe, is the moment we have been waiting for. Okay, we've got more police vehicles coming through. Look at these fans. We got some across the way, too, cheering on with their 12s flags. Here they go. Here they go, guys. We got a lot of phones out here capturing the moment. Oh boy, here they come. Here come the buses. Let's go, Hawks! Let's go! Goodness, what was that like? I mean, you're just amped up right now. What was that like for you?
Game face, man. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready.
you just witnessed Seahawks history?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Can't wait for the parade, too. Let's go.
I'm saying this is only the beginning.
This is only the beginning.
What are you going to do to get even more hyped up?
Man, when they run that ball, you guys run that ball, we got to rewrite history. Let's go. Let's beat those Patriots.
Let's go.
Let's go.
How do you guys feel after watching the buses go by?
Oh, man, excited. It's about to happen. We're about to bring home that W.
Let's go. Your flags.
JSN, 200 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns.
What does this mean for you? I mean, we just talked to you about this beautiful moment. What does it mean to get to witness that on behalf of your brother?
It's going to be amazing. We're going to bring that trophy home where it belongs.
Let's do it. I heard the buses honking.
Papa at home, by the way, too.
Shout out to your Nana and Papa. We got to do that.
Yeah, they're watching us right now on TV.
Oh, hey, I love it. Well, how did it feel when they were honking, knowing that the team is in there on the way to California?
Oh, I know they're, especially my dad. He's loving it right now. Yeah,
Blasting it. They're gonna be blasting
we
it.
got people back at the Southwest Washington Booster Club watching it right now on TV, waiting for us to start our big event we got going on Friday and then Sunday.
You got a rally in Vancouver, is that right?
That's right, we do. We got a rally in Vancouver at the InStyle RV Convention Center on Friday, and then we have another event coming up for Super Bowl. We got 288-inch screen TV down there. We're going to have raffles, 50-50, all kinds of fun stuff. We have bounce houses down there for the kids. We're kid-friendly.
Wow.
It's going to be great.
That's a truly epic Seahawks 12s moment that's going to be taking place on Friday. And this is just a sign that this is only getting started. Of course, that epic moment of the buses going by, the Seahawks officially on their way to the Super Bowl. And let's go! Oh, Jim, this is awesome. I love this so much. They're heading to the airport now.
That is awesome, and we're going to continue to track that convoy, if you will. We've got crews along the route. We've also got Bridget Chavez at the airport, Christian Balderas waiting along the route, so we'll bring that to you as well. Good stuff, Madeline. Fun to see all those fans out there. And here we are. It is officially Super Bowl week. All right, as I mentioned, we still have a long way to go. We've got that route as the Seahawks are officially on their way to the airport as we speak. We'll check in with that route when we come back. Super Bowl week is underway. The team, the Seahawks, just left their practice facility in Renton en route to SeaTac, eventually down to California. We expect them to get there about 5 o'clock, but we have been bringing you live team coverage of this Seahawks send-off. We want to bring in Christian Balderas now. He will be the next leg of this journey. You're there near the exit awaiting that convoy of the Seahawks. It looks like you got some fans there behind you now.
Yeah, we're right along South 154th Street in SeaTac. We're anticipating that the players, of course, their entourage is going to be getting off of 518, the highway there, then heading westbound on South 154th Street toward the Seattle Tacoma Airport. Again, flight records show that the planes will be leaving at about 2:30 is what we're anticipating. Now, this route we're anticipating a little bit stealth. It hasn't been published anywhere. And so we actually got some players over here. Hi, you want to come talk with us? What's so interesting is that we just saw them a few minutes ago running over. How are y'all doing today?
Great. Great. Waiting for them to send them off. Waiting for the Seahawks.
What were your names?
Nikki.
Nikki.
Rochelle.
Rochelle. And as I was saying earlier, we caught y'all running down the block over here. Walk us through what exactly was going on.
Well, we heard on Facebook, people were saying that the route was going to be on 188th. So we went there, and there's a huge crowd there.
Then we saw you on the news, and we're like, that's not where we're supposed to be at. So we're scrambling. So we're scrambling to get here because we want to see them off.
And that's why
we saw you.
And that's why you're running down the block.
Yeah.
Getting your cardio in.
Yes. It's all worth it.
How big was the crowd over there? What was it looking like on 188?
It was a lot of people.
Yeah, not as much as we thought.
But there's quite a bit.
People selling souvenirs.
It was just a little concerning that if it's not that route, that they're gonna be sad that they're not gonna see him off. So.
And y'all came alone.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yes. We're diehard fans.
Renton and we drove here.
Hedged your bets. Hedged your bets and went over here.
Oh yeah, we're like, we gotta go.
Did anyone else know that we were over here?
We heard another lady saying something.
Yeah, that they were gonna try to go, but we don't know. Woo!
You know, what's so interesting is like as we were standing here, we're here in Madeline, we have another reporter that's over where they were leaving at VMAC, but then people were driving by us, slowing down, wondering what's going on. The entire time, I was thinking, man, only if they knew.
I know. Yes. I feel bad for those other people.
That they won't get to see him off. I mean, that's the important part. We're here.
I was getting a little lonely.
Yeah, I know. We go, that's the news we saw you when we drove by.
How long have y'all been at 12?
Oh, forever. Since before the Super Bowl, yes.
How are y'all leading up to the game? How are you feeling? A little bit nervous?
More than nervous. We're always nervous. But that's how the Seahawks are. That's how the Seahawks are, and we're with them no matter what. But they're gonna win. Yeah. We just know it.
When we win.
Yeah. When we win, yes, the Super Bowl.
You gotta manifest.
That's right.
Yes,
that's right.
My Seahawks Christmas tree is up at home, and it stays up until we win the Lombardi Trophy.
Oh, it's up.
Oh, it's up. Oh,
decorated in all the colors and everything. Oh, and I think we have them over there. We see some flashing lights, some police lights. We're anticipating this may be the entourage.
Yay!
We're gonna step out of the way so maybe we can get them coming by.
Is it okay for you?
Yeah, by all means. Yeah, so we are on South 154th Street. We're anticipating that the players and of course their entourage is going to be getting off of 518 and driving by. We see some flashing lights over there. Looks like they're stuck at a light right now. We're not entirely too sure. Maybe they're trailing behind. Now, they're going to be heading westbound towards SeaTac. Again, that plane is anticipated to leave at about 2:30 this afternoon. And the players that were just here for just now tuning in, they were telling us that we actually had a big group of fans over on 188th Street. There were some people even selling merch over there. The route wasn't published online, so we had to deduce that chances are they're going to actually be coming down this way. Coming by here any minute. You can see the two fans over here holding their flag ready. Looks like they're talking to someone on the phone, letting their friends and family know that they are in position and that they are ready.
Yeah, and Christian, as we watched as they left the VMAC, and one thing, just for those just joining us, we watched the team leave the VMAC, and there was kind of a 3 squad car head start. So I would assume at this point that's kind of that lead. The first few cars in that just getting to do a little traffic control, clearing the way to make sure that the route is all clear for the group that'll trail them. So that should be any moment now that we see them. And again, if you are just joining us, we do have 3 crews. We spent a lot of time with Madeline there at the VMAC in Renton as we watched the team depart, and then Christian obviously there waiting for that convoy to come by, and then eventually they will make their way to the airport where Bridget Chavez will bring us that coverage with some fans there. So, Christian, I get the sense that the anticipation is building there. I feel for all those fans who are at the wrong spot, but you've got a couple of them there, and boy, it's like we're on edge here just waiting for something to happen.
I know, anticipation is definitely building out here. I mean, we're not hearing a lot of chants. We only got 2 people out here. As you mentioned, there are a lot of people over 188th. And of course, we have people that are closer to the airport. Oh, it looks like we have some police cars driving by. They're clearing the way. As you mentioned, Jim, these police cars are going ahead of their players and the entourage. As these fans were coming up to us earlier, they were a little bit nervous that maybe they made the wrong choice. But of course, now look at them. You can see that they're incredibly excited, waving their flag. They just said we're by ourselves, but that is A-okay. Big smiles over here. Y'all mind coming over here again, chatting with me?
Can't miss anything though.
I know, our eyes are peeled. Okay. We're looking down the block here. So how are we feeling right now?
So excited.
Nervous, excited.
I'm happy we can send them off.
Yes.
Made the right decision.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, to follow you, to see you.
Thank God we saw you.
Because we were trying to figure out where you were at.
Have you heard if they've left the VMAC?
They have already, so we're anticipating in just a few minutes they'll be passing by. It's about 15 minutes from VMAC to this location. I would assume like 10 minutes or so have passed by since that's happened.
There they are.
There they are.
Woo! I see
We have buses coming by. We also have a lot of cars on the opposite side here that are stopped. It looks like they're trying to catch a glimpse of this entourage passing by.
That is fun.
Word eventually spread that they're going to be passing by here. Just took a little bit. But here we go. They're coming by. All right, you're looking at the Seattle Seahawks players coming by in their buses heading to the airport to hopefully win against the Patriots Sunday in the Super Bowl, on their way to claim that redemption. As you can see, that entourage is heading westbound to the airport. Again, that plane leaving at about 2:30 this afternoon. Jim, I'm going to send it back to you.
All right, Christian, let's get to Bridget Chavez at the airport where that convoy is headed next. Hey, Bridget.
Hey, Jim, we are anticipating those buses to come through. We've just seen a couple of cars fly through here with their lights on, but this crowd is ready. They have been waiting for at least a couple of hours here. We've seen people trickle in. They had a little bit of trouble finding where they were going, but again, these 12s are ready, and you can see that bus coming down the road right now. You can just hear the excitement here. We have Captain Seahawk at the front over here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 buses full of players. You can see them in there ready to go. These fans are more than ready for Super Bowl 60. They are ready to take on the New England Patriots. And again, you can just feel the energy out here. We've got a few dozen fans. You can hear the horns going off, and just the energy is electric out here. We've got even more folks that have showed up just in the last minute or so. And again, as these buses round the corner in here into SeaTac, we've learned that it's just going to be, not very long for them to have to hop on that plane that's just behind this building where we're standing. And this is, again, as close as we were able to get, but even with not being able to get up close to the plane itself, you can see that these fans are just excited. They are stoked to send their team off to Super Bowl 60. Let's chat with one of our fans here. Let's see, how long have you been waiting out here today?
I've been out here for about an hour now.
What does it mean to be able to be here to send them off?
Oh, it's amazing. Our fourth time in the last, 20 years or so? You can't beat this.
And you told me earlier you were just in Santa Clara touring the stadium. Tell me about that.
Yes, we were able to get behind the scenes, check out the stadium, make sure it's right for our team. We got to see our logo all over the place. You can't beat that.
And what's the analysis? Is it right? Is the time right?
It's our turn. It's our turn. We're gonna run the ball this time.
That is the sentiment here. Run the ball. Send it back to you, Jim.
Yeah, Bridget, that's been the sentiment all over. Madeline was talking to some fans that keep saying we need to rewrite history, kind of right that wrong from the last time with the Patriots. It's exciting. It's fun to see. Everyone there is ready, it looks like, Bridget.
Yep, exactly, Jim. Again, we have folks that are lingering a little bit, but this big send-off just happened, and we'll wait, and I guess we'll see it when the team lands, and we got our crew on the ground there, and I know you'll be headed there too with your Hawaiian shirts and shorts. I'm jealous.
Yeah, we'll see if I actually follow through on that promise. Thank you so much, Bridget, Christian, Madeline, our entire team here as we send off the Seahawks. It is officially Super Bowl week. We are 1 week away from the game. A lot of the festivities will get underway here starting tomorrow, and then much more throughout the course of the week. And we have a huge team heading down to California to cover this thing. Joyce Taylor, Paul Sylvie, Ariel Arsudo, Drew Andre, Drew Mickelson, myself. So many members of our behind-the-scenes crew bringing you unique stories each and every day in all of our newscasts. And starting tomorrow, Catch Countdown to Kickoff every night at 8 o'clock. You just got to download the King 5 app for your phone or TV, and you can watch for free. We anticipate that the team will arrive in California in the 5 o'clock hour. Of course, we have King 5 News at 5, and we'll bring you more live coverage as we get set for Super Bowl 60. Thanks so much for watching this afternoon. We'll see the team land again about 5 o'clock, and we will bring that to you live. We'll see you then.